with the weekend video clip, and it's Saturday the 28th of October. I'm going to start with FTSE this morning. Seeing this very clear low there, obviously, which is, I think, the low of a wave 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another wave 4. Now a wave 5. So this could be a 1, 2. If that's over, we could see one more leg down, but we're going to see a third wave thrust. So I'm still looking for 7.6 plus this move, see a final peak. And FTSE may be the clearest guide we get. US markets are proving rather awkward with the way they're behaving. Nasdaq shot up quite a lot yesterday, in fact. The FTSE has been fairly steadfast, fairly clear pattern. So this rally above 7.6 could see an important peak. As I said before, it could be the final peak before a bear market, or it could mean we have one more correction, and then one more high. And I'll monitor that once we get to the stage where we have seen the peak. Okay, look at the DAX index. We have a clear 5-wave advance from the 2009 low. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I want to look at this latest move in a bit more detail. Let's go down to that low, just about 8.5. Now this chart actually illustrates this dilemma, whether we're due at a final peak now, or whether it's actually going to be a little bit further in the future. So if you take the low down here, this is fairly clearly a 1 and a 2, and then we've got a 3 to there. Sorry, wave 1 of 3, 2 of 3. Now at this point it gets slightly confusing because you could count 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, then a fairly subnormal fourth wave, and then a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that would count as all of 3. That counts as 4. Now we've got the final move here, which we'll look at in a bit more detail. However, you could just say it's actually a 1, 2, 3 to there. So this is not a 4 of the same size. It doesn't look in the same size, of course. This is then a wave 4, and this is a wave 5. So the first count would allow you to suggest there is actually one more leg. This is just a completion. So the second count would suggest this is just all part of a wave 3, allowing a fourth and a fifth now. If you count that as a wave 4, then this is a complete move. It may be a bit unclear for those who are not versed in Elliott, but the key thing really is what the peak we're seeing now and what comes after that peak, which should give us a clear indication. So I'll be updating us once we see some action after the peak. Now let's go to this low here and see what we've seen since. Right, so turning now to the final move, which starts here. I've clearly got a wave 1 there, 2, then a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 completes wave 3. And we've got this fourth to there, and we've got this move here. It looks like the final fifth move. Let's again go down leg to this low at 12.9. Okay, and from there, low there, looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's have a look at the action here, see whether we actually got evidence of a peak. Right, we've got a clear ABC here, so that does suggest we're seeing some kind of correction at this point. A, B, C. This is a 3-minute chart, by the way, so once you get down to lower time scales, the reliability does fade a bit. This looks corrective, so I think a B wave, and looks like we're going to have to go lower from there. Contradicts what we're seeing on FTSE, but markets can move independently. They're simply doing that right now, in fact. Not a huge amount of compliance with what the markets are doing, but FTSE looks good for more upside. DAX looks good for some kind of sell-off. So let's look at the US market. Right, the S&P saw a peak here. Initial 5 waves down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. However, then extended and became more like an ABC. So A, B, and C. Confirmed that we've now seen more upside. New highs above 25.80. No evidence as yet. I mean, it's too early to say this. Too early to say what's going to happen for that peak. Could go either way. There's no real evidence of complete 5 there. So wait and watch what happens next week. Okay, interesting chart. This is the Nasdaq going back about 20 years. This is the peak around the turn of the millennium. And on a closing basis, that was 6,800. So despite all the enthusiasm on the Nasdaq recently, we've yet to actually exceed that. We got a 6.6. This chart's not up to date on Friday. So that's a 1. This would all be an A, B, and a C. Whether that moves over yet remains to be seen. And it could be. We'll look at the short-term chart in a minute, but I think this perspective is quite interesting in the sense that despite all this enthusiasm for the smaller stocks, US stocks in the recent years, not that small of course, but anyway, the point is it has yet to actually even take out the peak seen the turn of the millennium. So not exactly a huge testament to the US economy, I guess. And of course, the dollar in terms of 20 years ago is now worth probably half what it was, maybe less, that long ago, because of the way inflation bites. So anyway, it certainly could be a corrective move. It counts for other than ABC, and it may of course go higher. It might take out the highs, but if it does, that'd be interesting because it would suggest we're actually going to see a 1, 2, 3, maybe 4, and then a 5. But that remains to be seen. Now, this is Nasdaq 100, not the Nasdaq. And from the low in 2009, I think it was 1, 2, 3, quite a big 4 here, there. I'm not going to count this precisely. There are counts listing a major peak, but as we're going up at the moment, great point in doing that. But it's certainly possible that the composite will not see new highs, and the whole thing will just be a great big correction, albeit a very impressive one. Right, now look at pound dollar. This is the 2-hour chart. Saw the peak here. I count this as a wave 1. This is a wave 2. Then got a 5-wave decline from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's wave 3. So you've got a 1, 2, and a 4, 5. Now, if you can find the third of a third, then that's quite a good way of counting waves. That's wave 1 of 3. Then we've got an A, B, C, 2 of 3, and we've then got the start of 3 of 3, with a small bounce coming in, which could be the second wave of 3. If that count is correct, and this wave, this will probably extend anyway, then we could see some pretty sharp action coming in next week, I'd expect. One alternative count, which is quite important, is that, in fact, this is 1, but this is actually an A, B in some form, C, that's one possibility. Another possibility is that this could be something like a 5th wave. It looks too big to be a 5th wave in the sense that that's a 1, that's a 2, then we're going to have a bigger move than the 1 wave. That doesn't really hold water, I don't think. So I prefer my count, we're now in the third of a third. Let's have a look at the action since this level there, around 1327.28. So we have a fairly clear 5 waves down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, C. Could be over already. You may want to see a B wave and another C wave, but certainly I'll have an extreme stop, or will have an extreme stop when I get around to it. Below that level there. I'll be looking to catch higher prices up here somewhere, but pound dollar looks like the next few weeks could be quite unpleasant for the pound, possibly against the euro as well. I don't know, spend too much time on this report. I think there's a limit how much you want to listen to, I suspect. But on pound dollar, the situation is pretty clear, and a sharp sell-off next week seems quite likely. Obviously, we're already officially short at higher levels, so I'm talking about adding to positions at this point. Right, and finally, look at Bitcoin. From this low here, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On a log scale chart, the wave 1 and the wave 5 are equivalent length with a much longer third wave, which is how it ought to be. This counts as a wave 4, So this is like a 1, 2, 3 to there, a 4 to there, followed by a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a fourth wave that could be in progress. Let's go down leg actually from the peak here. Right, so we saw the peak here, just around 6.2. Looks like an A, B, C decline, followed by a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If so, that's wave 1 of new positive action. This could be complete correction wave 2, or it could be got another leg coming down, which is also quite likely. So a buy around 5, 6 might be on the cards here, and before we see the wave 3 coming in at higher prices, with a projection probably around 7,000, I think, possibly more than that. I mean, this is 600 points by itself. So a third wave from 5, 6 could be about 1,000 points. That'd be 6, 6. Another pullback, another rally. I think over 7,000 is probably where we're going to be looking. Possibly this could actually only be wave 1 of 5. The peak up here could be wave 1 of 5, with much sharper action to come once. Well, that's from higher levels. Let's get that underway. It can become very confusing to try and project, assuming certain action. But right now, I would expect this to hold certainly. I expect 5, 6 to hold also, or thereabouts, where this wave here is about 3,000 points. So 5, 6 is indicated as the potential buying level. If we break this, we may not break this. It's possible this has already started, but see what happens. Anyway, hope you found that interesting and useful. I'll call it a day at this point. Have a great weekend. Thanks for listening, and bye for now.